I think we were shocked by how much money she was able to raise so far. Let's bring in WCNC Charlotte's Myles Harris. And Myles, what is that number? Close to.
I'm still shocked. It's $100,000, like $100,000 in 48 hours.
Okay, so walk us through who is she? What is she doing?
Erin McDermott. So she has a studio in Charlotte, a jewelry studio in Charlotte. And so when they obviously had heard about the Texas flooding, they kind of decided to put their thinking caps together, ways they can kind of reach out, help out. And one of the things was that they started using their jewelry as the vehicle, is what she would say, into really trying to not necessarily get people involved, but just trying to raise that awareness, but also trying to help out, like I said.
Right.
2 days later, they're raising six figures in the money that's going towards helping them out. And it's crazy because that's like the first thing I asked her. I said, what was your drive in even doing this? And I think she just kind of put it in perspective of just seeing obviously what's going on with this disaster. She even mentioned that she had kids that were a part of like summer camps and just kind of putting that to mind of what we're seeing with Camp Mystic, and just really wanted to try to do what she can. And she was like, it's only probably going to be a couple $100, maybe a couple $1,000. Shocked us all. And so it's really crazy and amazing to see that even a local business like Charlotte can really make that kind of an impact in such a short amount of time. It's really, really amazing, Nick.
And I think folks here can relate to an extent to what's going on, because I mean we're approaching a year. It hasn't even been a year since Helene, where we saw historic flooding in western North Carolina. So I think those images are still very real. And so when we see what's happening in Texas and New Mexico, even central North Carolina, we're like, we got to do something to help as a community.
Right. And they did something with western North Carolina when that had happened as well with Helene.
Yeah.
And so this is a very similar effort, but obviously getting a bigger draw. And so I asked her, I said, where are these orders coming from? Because a lot of their stuff that they do is more online, social media. That's kind of how they get their traction from their customers. Same thing here. And they're getting orders from literally all over the globe.
Wow.
And so she's been in business now for about 20 years, and so she's talked about, if you were to ask 10 years ago from now, this probably wouldn't have been able to reach as much as it did. So it works in their favor with this, as far as obviously raising the awareness, but obviously getting people involved with everything that they can as far as helping out. And so, like I said, she's using this jewelry as the vehicle. They didn't do anything specific. They didn't make any new jewelry, but what they did was they used what was their biggest sellers, their hot buys, and they used those to navigate people to donate, and 100% of those proceeds going to help Texas, which it's really cool to cover and really cool to see as well.
I guess my next logical question, is she going to be working like all day, all night to fulfill these orders?
So
not trying to doubt her at all.
No. So and that's the thing, so it's like a 2-floor almost house. And so downstairs you kind of see a little bit of the jewelry that's down there, but then you can hear upstairs, they're making those orders. Like you can hear there's like a whole team upstairs. And she even mentioned this, like, you can't do anything without my team. So it's amazing to kind of see that and how that kind of comes together. They did already close off those donations, because they're like, we have to focus on the 5,000 orders that they have right now. They're not closing the door saying they're done, but they're kind of focusing on what's already been done and hopefully doing it again here in the near future as well.
Oh man, Myles, when can folks check out your store? Because this is an awesome store.
5 o'clock, man. 5 o'clock. So get ready to tune in, check that out. And so I'm looking forward to obviously piecing this whole story together and just kind of seeing, having this conversation with Erin and really seeing what she's doing. I think she surprised herself with this one too. So
it's always cool to see our one of our own help when we talk about tragedy. What we're speaking about in Texas. Myles, thank you for your time, man. And look, if you would like to help, here's a way. My bad, James. I'm double punching. There you go. All right. All right. Here's how you can help. All right. So for Texas flood relief help to support those devastated across Central Texas, scan the QR code right there on your screen. You can donate now to TEGNA's Texas Flood Relief Fund. Again, you can donate to TEGNA's Texas Flood Relief Fund by scanning the QR code right there on your screen. Man, that is such an awesome story that Myles is covering. I think yesterday, in our editorial meeting, I think she had raised $60,000.
That's wild.
And we thought it was a typo. We thought it was $6,000. So no, she's there either approaching $100,000 or already there, which is remarkable. So yeah, I can't wait to see that story